What makes a woman's like a man different at that age? Because if we're talking about statistics, a woman's brain is statistically 5 years ahead of a man's brain.
Morals.
That's no, I don't know about morals, but I'm just saying, like they say that a woman at 25.
They say who says in specifically in what way?
I don't know, but have you ever heard this before? I'm just asking.
We're not going to get into any neurosciences with someone who has no idea what they're talking about.
What she's saying is like, you know how, because there's this common trope that they say that, I know what you're talking about.
Women are a few years ahead.
They say,
and I'm not disagreeing.
There's this common misconception. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's a common misconception that mature faster than men, right? I think that's a fallacy, and I'll explain why. What they really mean by that is that get more social opportunities at a younger age, so therefore they become more socially calibrated than men. That's what they really mean, because they are dealing with the opposite gender from an earlier age, because older men typically tend to date younger women. So what ends up happening is they get a lot of opportunities for men, not just their age, but men older than them as well, become really good and rehearsed at dealing with the opposite gender, versus a guy that's 18 might not get a fraction of the opportunities that because with men we have to build our value up to even be able to get a seat at the table. So with I'll take it a step further. I don't think men actually start maturing until they buy their own drinks at the bar. I don't think women actually mature until they're 30.
You're absolutely correct.
Let me explain by this.
Yeah.
When a woman's 18 years old, right, it's like she's on God mode, right? She could do whatever she wants. People are inviting her. She's getting offers from the top men all over the place. Instagram, dating apps, etc. And with an interconnected world, it's even more zoomed. The problem is that they get a high ego off of this, and they think that they're more attractive or they're market higher than where they really stand, and that kind of skews things. So what ends up happening is they don't come to reality and figure out where they stand in the dating marketplace until they're buying their own drinks, or until they get older where they don't have the same command on the dating marketplace. So I would argue are less mature than men, and they don't mature until they actually get older. This whole concept of like, women mature faster than men. You guys don't mature fast. You guys just get experience with the opposite gender sooner. So therefore you are forced to adapt and understand how to deal with men.
I completely agree with.
If you like these videos, like and subscribe, and if you want to create videos for yourself, try Opus Clip, link in bio.